Buckle up and get ready for a journey to the extreme. Our incredible planet has jaw-dropping landscapes, but beware. There are some spots so treacherous, they're off limits to humans. Let's dive into the 15 most hazardous destinations on Earth. First up, at number 15, we have Snake Island in Brazil, only about a 2.5-hour drive from the bustling city of São Paulo. This notorious island, known as Ilha da Queimada Grande, is so perilous that it's strictly forbidden for humans to set foot there. And you're about to find out why. Get ready for some spine-tingling facts. Let's continue our countdown to the most perilous places on Earth. At number 15, we had Snake Island with its deadly golden lancehead snakes. But now, moving to number 14, we're stepping into the heart of fiery danger, Sinabung Volcano in Indonesia. This beast of a volcano has been quiet for over 400 years, but when it finally roared back to life in 2010, it unleashed a torrent of hot ash, gas, and boulders that left scientists scrambling. Can you imagine being there to witness such a raw display of Mother Nature's fury? Now we're diving into some unexplained enigmas that'll leave you on the edge of your seat. At number 14, Sinabung Volcano was a force to be reckoned with. But moving on to number 13, we have a tale that's more eerie than explosive. Welcome to the infamous Bermuda Triangle. This stretch of ocean has been shrouded in mystery for decades, as numerous flights and ships have vanished without a trace while passing through its waters. What lies beneath? Is it a natural phenomenon or something more sinister at play? Let's unravel this puzzle together. Let's keep exploring these mind-blowing mysteries. As we move to number 12, the Bermuda Triangle remains shrouded in mystery. This treacherous stretch of ocean between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico has been infamous for the unexplained vanishing acts of ships, planes, and people. Some theories point towards colossal rogue waves that could wipe out entire vessels in an instant. But what's truly bizarre about the Bermuda Triangle is its eerie reputation as one of the world's most paranormal hotspots. Now, let's travel to a location so eerie, it'll make you wonder if you're still among the living. Welcome to Lake Nyos in Tanzania. Get ready to dive right into our next mind-blowing destination. As we wrap up the Bermuda Triangle's mystifying tale, let's head towards a piece of Earth that's so extreme, it'll make you wonder if life can even survive there. Welcome to Lake Nyos in Tanzania, where the line between reality and stone is perilously thin. The lake's scorching temperatures and deadly alkalinity create a trap for unsuspecting birds, which get fossilized into statues when they dry up during the harsh seasons. The result? Bizarre, stone-like creatures that will leave you speechless. And now buckle up as we venture to the hottest, driest, and most unforgiving corner of North America, the notorious Death Valley in California. Buckle up, adventurers. We're about to descend into the scorching hot and record-breaking Death Valley, California, a place where Mother Nature's extremes will blow your mind. This aptly named desert holds the title for the highest temperature ever recorded on our planet, swinging from a sizzling 134 degrees Fahrenheit in the morning to a chilly 10 degrees at night. But that's not all. Death Valley sits proudly as North America's lowest point, an astonishing 282 feet below sea level. The conditions are so harsh that without water, you could be saying goodbye to your body within just 14 hours. But don't let fear discourage you. This otherworldly destination is home to some truly mesmerizing phenomena. Think rocks that mysteriously move across the ground and sand that sings like an eerie melody. Just remember, when exploring Death Valley's unforgiving terrain, always pack your water bottle and get ready for the ultimate adventure. Get ready to explore the most inhospitable corner of our planet, the Danakil Desert in Eritrea, a place so unforgiving that it's earned the chilling nicknames Hell on Earth. Located in northeast Ethiopia, home to the resilient Afar people, this desert is where the sun beats down with relentless fury, with an average temperature of a sizzling 95 degrees Fahrenheit all year round. Danakil Desert takes its place among the hottest spots on our planet. But that's just the beginning. The scorching heat and arid landscape are only two aspects of what makes this desert so uniquely extreme. Buckle up for two mind-blowing destinations that will take your breath away. But first, let's dive into the Danakil Depression in Eritrea, a landscape shaped by three colliding tectonic plates. This vast depression is dotted with numerous small volcanoes, and its floor is primarily composed of dark basaltic lava. At night, when the temperature cools down, the fiery magma transforms into a breathtaking display of natural fireworks. It's a scene so awe-inspiring that it's been captured in stunning shots. Now, are you ready to venture to Russia's Valley of Death? Don't let the name fool you. This place is no exaggeration. Get ready for an unforgettable journey. Let's explore one of the world's most baffling mysteries, Russia's Valley of Death. This eerie landscape is a real-life animal graveyard where you'll find an unsettling array of dead creatures that will leave you questioning everything. The story begins in the 1930s when two brave hunters chanced upon this strange land after climbing Russia's Kipnik volcano. What they discovered was a desolate expanse with no signs of life, only an endless carpet of animal carcasses as far as the eye could see. As the legends grew, so did the curiosity of adventurers seeking to unravel the secrets behind this haunting place. But will you be able to uncover its truth? You won't believe what lies within Russia's notorious Valley of Death. This foreboding landscape claims a deadly secret that has taken around 80 human lives and left many more with a chilling experience. Scientists have cracked the code behind its lethal powers, and it all points to this valley being an active volcano, emitting toxic gases like hydrogen sulfide, carbon dioxide, and sulfur dioxide at alarming levels. These poisonous fumes can wipe out living creatures in minutes, while also performing a bizarre preservation trick on dead animals. They stop bacterial decomposition in its tracks. This is why you'll find the eerie sight of well-preserved animal bodies scattered across this otherworldly terrain. Today, the valley stands as a closed-off warning to all, a haunting testament to nature's most sinister forces. Ready for a sneak peek into one of Earth's most exclusive and pricey adventures? You'll need to splurge $100 on a helicopter tour if you want to catch a glimpse of this mysterious land. It's literally a bird's eye view you won't want to miss. And speaking of views, be sure to hit that subscribe button for top 5s and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next thrilling episode. Alright, now let's dive into our top destination, Manditi National Park in Bolivia. It looks straight out of a fairy tale, but beware. This enchanting scenery hides some serious danger. Manditi is home to the world's most poisonous and venomous fauna, where even a tiny graze or cut can turn deadly. Those tropical parasites lurking around could leave you feeling dizzy and vulnerable, reminding us that in nature, beauty often comes with a warning sign. So, you're thinking of visiting Manditi National Park in Bolivia despite its deadly reputation? Well, thousands of thrill-seeking tourists do every year, and why not? This fairy tale-like destination is a treasure trove of majestic creatures, from agile otters to soaring crested eagles and the stunning hummingbirds. Did you know that it's home to an incredible 1,100 different animal and bird species? But don't get too caught up in the wildlife wonderland just yet. It's crucial to remember that beneath its lush green surface, Manditi hides some of the world's most toxic and poisonous fauna, deadlier than anything you'd find in a horror movie. A small cut or wound can become a doorway for those stealthy parasites, which will then wreak havoc on your immune system, leading to a swift and tragic end. So, it seems like Manditi National Park is the ultimate double-edged sword, breathtaking beauty and deathly danger. Let's take a trip to the mind-boggling Nika Crystal Cave in Mexico, an uncharted territory that even National Geographic couldn't resist capturing on film. This natural wonder is as mysterious as it gets, hiding some of the world's largest crystals beneath its rugged surface. But remember, this place isn't all glitter and shine. you'll find yourself in the heart of the Kawah Desert, where scorching temperatures are just an invitation for a potentially deadly heat stroke. It's no surprise that scientists had to gear up when they decided to brave this underground world. The cave's fiery depths, fueled by hot magma, only add to the danger lurking beneath its crystal facade. So, if you ever find yourself at Nika Crystal Cave, make sure to follow those guide rules and stay cool. Literally. The three brave scientists who dared to venture into Nika Crystal Cave had a thrilling mission on their hands to collect those gigantic crystal samples, some as big as redwood trees. As planetary scientist Chris McKay so vividly put it, standing amidst these natural wonders left him speechless, his mouth wide open in awe. But let's not get carried away by the excitement. We need to remember that exploring this extreme environment comes with a price. The moment you step foot inside the cave, your body starts to face a deadly struggle against the harsh conditions, scorching temperatures and suffocating humidity. No wonder these scientists had to suit up in protective gear to survive their journey into this alien world. Imagine being given a one-day pass to explore the notorious Crystal Cave, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that took adventurer and documentary expert George Coranis 2 whole years to secure. With this limited time frame, every minute counts. They had just 30 minutes to grab their samples and make it out alive. Even with his daredevil spirit, George knew he was in for a real challenge. The cave's extreme heat is so intense that as soon as you step inside, your body starts fighting for survival. But for this fearless explorer, the breathtaking scenery was totally worth the risk. He described the Crystal Cave as looking like Superman's icy fortress of solitude, an otherworldly wonder that left him speechless. Get ready for a natural wonder that looks straight out of a sci-fi movie. On Indonesia's Kawah Ijen volcano, you'll find an eerie blue lava-like glow, but don't let its mesmerizing beauty fool you. This is actually the poisonous Kawah Ijen lake, filled with hydrochloric acid so strong it can dissolve metal. At night, the peak of the volcano transforms into a turquoise spectacle as electric blue flames dance down the mountain sides. This jaw-dropping sight happens when hydrogen chloride gas from the volcano mixes with sulfur-containing gases, creating a super corrosive cocktail. Greek-Canadian explorer George Coranis had the chance to witness this otherworldly phenomenon firsthand. Talk about an adventure of a lifetime. Imagine sailing on a lake that's essentially a giant vat of battery acid. That's what George Coranis did as he bravely took his small rubber boat onto the toxic Kawah Ijen lake. With a flight level of an incredibly low 0.13, it's clear this isn't a swim-friendly spot. But what's even more astonishing is how locals risk everything to mine the sulfur that accumulates around the volcano. George witnessed these fearless miners at work and was shocked by their meager protection. Just a damp cloth stuffed into their mouths wasn't enough to keep them safe from the deadly sulfur dioxide gas that would still seep in, dissolving their front teeth along the way. You might think you know the ultimate test of human endurance, tackling the mighty Mount Everest. But did you know there's a mountain that's considered just as deadly, but a lot smaller? I'm talking about New Hampshire's very own Mount Washington. This tiny giant holds the title of the most dangerous small mountain in the world, and for good reason. It's not just its height that makes it treacherous. So, what exactly makes this peak so hazardous that even seasoned hikers fear to tread? Let's dive into the mystery behind Mount Washington's killer reputation. You might think height, check, extreme conditions, double check. But here's the thing. It's not about how tall Mount Washington is, but how wild the winds can get on this mountain. We're talking record-breaking crazy. In April 1934, wind speeds reached a mind-blowing 231 miles per hour. Even when the gusts are just 60 miles per hour, hiking becomes a real challenge. It's like Mother Nature's own obstacle course. Combine those powerful winds with freezing temperatures that can drop as low as 40 degrees Fahrenheit, and throw in some serious snowfall, and you've got yourself a recipe for disaster. But don't worry, thrill-seeking hikers who dare to take on Mount Washington know better than to rush in. They carefully study the weather forecast, the top 15 numbers to find just the right moment to start their adventure. Or else. Let's take a step back and talk about Mount Washington for a second. This mountain has seen its fair share of brave adventurers, but sadly, over 150 people have lost their lives trying to conquer it since 1849. That's why it's crucial to be super prepared and organized if you're planning on tackling this beast. Now, let's move on to another danger zone, Lake Nyos in Cameroon. This lake seemed like your typical idyllic scene, a serene, blue body of water surrounded by charming villages. But beneath its calm surface, something was brewing. Imagine strolling by a peaceful lake, surrounded by quaint villages. Sounds like a postcard-perfect scene, right? Well, what happens when nature decides to play a deadly trick? This is exactly what went down at Lake Nyos in Cameroon, where a seemingly ordinary night turned into a tragedy of epic proportions. The lake suddenly erupted with an enormous fountain of water, but that wasn't the only shock. It was accompanied by a massive white cloud of carbon dioxide gas. This silent killer rose to a staggering 300 feet high and engulfed nearby villages, causing residents to lose consciousness and fall to the ground. What's even more mind-boggling is that this toxic CO2 can remain trapped under lake surfaces or surrounding rocks for decades, waiting to strike when least expected. On that fateful August night in 1986, over 1,700 innocent villagers paid the ultimate price for nature's wrath. You might know that volcanoes can unleash a deadly cocktail of gases when they erupt, carbon dioxide being one of the most lethal components. But did you know this toxic gas can sneak up on us even without an eruption? When CO2 seeps into groundwater, it dissolves, and if it happens near a lake, the water can become super saturated with this silent killer. Now, in most cases, the pressure builds up and the gas rises to the surface, releasing itself harmlessly into the atmosphere. But what happened at Lake Nyos was a stark reminder of nature's unpredictability. The trapped carbon dioxide remained undisturbed for years until a trigger event released it, unleashing a devastating cloud that took nearly 1,700 lives. Imagine packing up the car, grabbing some sunscreen, and heading off to an epic beach day on a beautiful Aussie island. Sounds like the perfect summer escape, right? Well, not on Fraser Island, Australia's Fraser Island, where the fun stops in its tracks. Nestled off Queensland's southeastern coast, this breathtaking beach might look stunning at first glance, but buckle up, friends, because it's actually considered the world's most hazardous shoreline. From the murky waters to the shifting sands, and from the wild animals roaming free to the venomous sea creatures lurking beneath the surface, every single aspect of this beach is a major safety red flag. You think Fraser Island's beach sounds like a total no-go zone? That's because it is. I mean, we've all heard of beaches with rips or sharp rocks, but this Australian island takes the cake, and not in a good way. Let's dive into its icy waters, where you'll find the infamous Irukandji jellyfish and blue bottles, their stinging tentacles ready to ruin your beach day. But wait, it gets better. The lake sands on Fraser Island are super sneaky. They're invisible, making it easy for thrill-seeking swimmers to take a deep dive without realizing just how shallow the water is. And then there's the wildlife. We've got the famous or infamous Australian dingoes, which aren't exactly your cuddly, friendly beach buddies. These wild dogs are a force to be reckoned with, so think twice before packing that swimsuit. Let's switch gears from Fraser Island to a new destination that'll make your skin crawl. Literally, imagine a place where beauty and terror collide, and that's exactly what you get at the Elephant Kingdom in Thailand. But don't let the name fool you. This isn't a sprawling land of majestic elephants roaming free. Instead, it's an eerie spot with a dark secret that'll leave you wondering why anyone would dare visit. I mean, who needs historic castles or breathtaking scenery when you can have a real-life horror story? Stay tuned to find out what makes the Elephant Kingdom the most terrifying tourist attraction on the planet. Buckle up, because we're about to dive into one of the most jaw-droppingly insane tourist attractions you'll ever hear about. The Elephant Kingdom in Thailand. Imagine stepping into a rickety metal cage surrounded by water and being told to feed giant 10-foot-long crocodiles. Sounds like an adrenaline rush, right? Wrong. The reality is that this death-defying stunt has tourists teetering on the edge of disaster. With barely any safety barrier between them and these deadly reptiles, it's a miracle no one's become a midday snack just yet. And if you think the cage itself is a safe haven, think again. It's often held together by plastic barrels and rickety rafts that are more likely to sink than save the day. You won't believe what happened when tourists dared to get up close and personal with giant crocodiles at Thailand's Elephant Kingdom. A viral photo of thrill-seekers dangling food for the reptiles sent shockwaves on social media, sparking a global outcry. The international community demanded action, and finally, the Thai government and local authorities stepped in to put an end to this death-defying attraction. After years of ignoring safety concerns, including rickety cages held together by plastic barrels that would often sink or shift, the park was shut down